political reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo. Doesn't need anyone to open a door for her. She knows exactly what's going on behind it. Ziyanda, good afternoon to you.
Hi, Stephen.
So probably where the story is at the moment, well, I mean, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But the EFF and the ANC meeting over the weekend,
Yes.
the EFF putting out a list of demands, nationalise the Reserve Bank, land, and sort of manje a bit within 12 months.
Yeah.
Do you really see the ANC and the EFF actually managing to pull it off, a coalition agreement?
Yes and no, Stephen. And I think when we talk about coalition agreements, we must also discuss the intangible dynamics that come with it, political maturity, leadership styles, but more importantly, the dynamics of the particular municipalities that you're discussing. For an example, in Tshwane, we know that Action SA has received a call from the DA. They're very keen to work with Action SA there. But if, for instance, the ANC and EFF are able to work together in the city of Johannesburg, it would be possible, depending on the terms and conditions that are non-negotiable and others which are negotiable. For an example, the EFF in their statement said that they don't want interference in the appointment of a municipal manager. I don't know how that would fare with the ANC, for an example. And also, the demands are a mixed bag of national issues and localized issues. So on the one hand, they're demanding that you have clinics open for 24 hours in a day. But then, as you've already said, they're already speaking about land expropriation without compensation, which flies in the face of a policy of the ANC. Yes, these are national issues, but also for the electorate who voted for you, you do, to a certain extent, have to also sort of portray that you are still moving in line with whatever internal party resolutions that you would have adopted within your own parties. I think the difficulty that the ANC and EFF would face is, one, when it comes to coalitions in South Africa, there isn't really a framework that has been established on the rules of engagement. There has been some work that's been done by the University of the Western Cape for the Local Government Association, but by and large, councillors have been guided by their own internal party rules. So the rules of the ANC and the EFF, are they able to actually merge and have some sort of a framework? Well, that's yet to be seen.
I was talking to Tommy Ngobeni an hour ago and sort of making the point that it seemed to me, wherever the ANC talks about this, they always say we're not desperate to go into coalitions. They're buying themselves a bit of wiggle room with that comment, aren't they?
They are, but I don't think that tone is landing well with those who stayed away on election day and didn't vote for the ANC. Yes, you're trying to buy some time for yourself and to be able to see the sort of machinations that are taking place. It also depends on the numbers, really, Stephen, within within the specific councils. And this is the issue then with these kind of agreements, that it seems that the national leaders or provincial leaders go and negotiate on behalf of those who will actually have to sit on council. Often, because these coalition agreements are vague, they are left now to sort of move in a mandate that they most of the time don't understand. And that's why we've seen so much instability when it comes to these coalition agreements. And it's also because these coalition agreements don't really speak to the mandate that the government is going to be adopting at the time. They're not also transparent as to how exactly they've constituted these agreements. And so this actually becomes the nub of the issues, that surely it should actually be the local leaders negotiating with other local leaders, because they're ultimately the ones who understand the dynamic of those particular areas. That